And welcome back to Capitalism Lab in our journey to become Chateau du Cavignac, finest producer of Bordeaux wines in Lagos, Nigeria. Now, in the previous episode, our revenues continued to grow dramatically by 90%, up to 135 million per year. This is within a series of 1.9 years. Our gross margin increased by 5 percentage points. Our selling expenses diluted by 1.5 percentage point, and G&A also diluted by 1.1 percentage point. So our EBITDA actually increased in margin to 11.9. Our expenses with loans increased a little bit, but our net profit went back to a double-digit level. This is fantastic. I'm very satisfied with this. And this is all with a very high revenue level, which means that our absolute profit also increased dramatically. This is the net profit to 13.7 million, but our last 12-month EBITDA was 16.4 million, our last 12-month operating profit. Compared to our net debt, which is a 47.1 million loans, negated by 18.2 million in cash, means that we have a 28.8 million net debt. That takes us to a leverage of 1.8 times. This means that in 1.8 years, our EBITDA will pay off our debt, but we are not going to be still waiting for our net debt to go down to zero. We actually want to continue investing, we want to continue growing our revenues and becoming a behemoth. That takes us to our next steps for our business. So I think there are a couple of steps we can take. We obviously mentioned in the previous episode about R&D. Our wines are coming out of terrible quality of 25. Our grape juice is coming out of terrible quality of 26. We have to make that up with advertising, the brand levels here. That even shows in our expenses. So advertising went up by almost double, although not as much as our revenues, which also almost doubled. But it is a hefty sum, and I think this can actually be paying R&D for our products, which I'm classifying as a G&A expense. It's currently at zero. We do not have any technology. Our quality is terrible, and this could be a long-term solution to alleviate this advertising and improve the quality of the product overall. And as we enter into new cities, we won't have to invest that much in advertising because the quality will make up for it. And that actually takes us to one of our solutions for the next steps, is in entering the Helsinki market. When you think about products, wines is 11 million market, and grape juice is a 9 million market. Helsinki is 3 and 4, so we have some space here to occupy. And Helsinki is a market where, if you look at the concerns, quality, it actually increases. Like Lagos has the lowest average wage. If you look at economic graphs, the real wage in Helsinki is 85, Rio 61, and Lagos 41. That's increasing actually pretty dramatically. Just a side note. But when we look at the products, that actually correlates towards the concern of the consumers with quality, and in turn, inversely with brand and price. I'm sorry. Yeah. Actually, price versus quality and brand. So when we think about Lagos for wines, it's 22% concerned with quality, 40 with brand. Helsinki goes to 32 and 47. Prices in Lagos was 38, goes down to 21. So we have an approach here that if we can increase quality, we won't have to invest that much in brand. That's number one. And number two, as we go into Helsinki, we have to have more quality. It starts to become a little bit more important than making up for brand. I mean, price. Price is very difficult to make up for because we have to export our products from Lagos, which is where we have the lowest wages. So yeah, we have that to keep in mind. So Helsinki retail, that's one route that will require more advertising. We have to build our brand here as well. And R&D centers is another element here. Before we start, I'd just like to mention that we have our first store in Lagos that we built last episode CavMart Legos Financial, CavMart, and we have CavMart Lego Stadium. I mistyped this, so I need to correct this. It's the first element for success. The second element is start to produce our R&D centers. So I think I'll actually allocate this whole block here for R&D. Maybe we'll fill it up one day, maybe not. But I'll just take our library selection here. And one thing that I'll mention is I actually do not want to produce this model here, which would be the typical choice, and just duplicate it for both wine and grape juice. I'll actually use this model, and I will duplicate you. Just actually relocate, duplicate for R&D centers in a different format. Don't ask me why. I'll give them a little bit of spacing. Why not? And the reason why is that we want to also, considering that we have this huge 18 million net profit, yearly profit, and 27 million credit limit, which I'm going to take fully, we want to produce the 2 new products to replace those seaport products that I'm having to sell at our markets, like chewing gum and cakes. It's terrible because we're always being squeezed by the seaports. Like they only have 4 cents here now in profit. That actually deteriorated as demand at the seaports increased. So they see that, they increase their prices, and all of a sudden we're selling at terrible profits. So in terms of prioritization, since wine and grapes are actually running well, and I want to start new products from scratch, I believe I will actually have to prioritize the new products. Now, the new products I'm thinking about, cola, because we're talking about beverages. We have grape juice, wine, why not bring in cola as well? And cola is this interesting product because when you think about the size of the market, in all cities, this is a 15 million market. It's larger than both. So this is very, very attractive. Now, it does have its own particularities. When you look at cola in terms of product details, go back here, go to beverages, all cola, you'll notice that quality is actually 12 in Lagos, but it's 22 in Helsinki. It's very, very low. This is a brand product. It's actually quite aligned with what we've been doing lately. But it is interesting that the quality, even though it's 12 here and 22, when you think about how it actually works for manufacturing, it's 80% technology. If you don't remember, wine is 50% technology, and grape juice is also 50. So we have an increased weight here, but a decreased weight on the consumer concerns. So it's like a trade-off, but it is a huge market. I think it will be worth investing a little bit in those 12%, at least for Lagos, and 22% for Helsinki. So that's product number 1. The second product that we would need to replace all the seaports, something that I think is actually in food. And I'm thinking about canned corn. Canned corn, because it requires aluminum that's available actually through a third party here, one of our competitors. Maybe I'll be able to put them into the profit so they don't demolish this mine. I'm a little bit concerned about that dependency there. They're losing money. But also corn, which is actually sowing in August. We're in May, not that far. But also we have corn to produce this product, and also corn is required for the beverage, cola, corn syrup, takes corn. So we have a couple of products here to research. We have number 1, corn syrup. We have number 2, canned corn. And we have number 3, cola. So we have 3 products that we need to research, along with the other 2, totaling 5 products to research. Which brings us into conundrum is that which products, how do we distribute these cells? So if we think about our priorities in terms of quality, I think wine and grape juice, they're equally important. So I'll actually just begin with that right now. Let's go into wine. And one thing that you'll notice is that also we require about 1 year to sow the corn. So about then I'll want to have my technology for the new products ready. So I will want a multiple of 1 year. I'm actually going to go with one. Maybe we can go with that actually 6 months. Let's go with 6 months to have quick reward here. And here as well with the grape juice. As for the other cells, I need to split one of these 6 blocks into 2. So when you think about the importance, I know that corn syrup is not as important. So for sure, one of these 2 is going to be corn syrup. Corn syrup. Now I actually put that into 1 year. And as for the other 2, I had to decide cola or canned corn. I know that cola requires a lot of technology here, and for food, canned corn requires only 40%. It's actually more important that the raw materials are good. They're both out of my control, corn and aluminum. So I'll actually put this into canned corn for 1 year as well. And up here, we'll allocate this huge block for cola. That'll give me 20 technology points. Okay, so we've got that going on a little bit. The other thing is I want to plant corn before August at least. I don't know how much corn I'm going to require. It's double the size more or less, so why not go with large? Let's see, all the furniture are the same. So I'll produce it right here, because why not? Cornignon. And we're going to take the standard farm corn. Let's see, what do we have? Cocoa corn. Apparently nothing dedicated to corn. And yeah, so we have the option of corn. Do we have seaports producing corn? We do not. Okay, so we do have to produce a farm for corn. So I'm actually going to go with the medium. I'm going to go with the medium, and I'm going to leave the large one for grapes. We also have to produce grapes. So for this, I'm going with crop growing. Let's see. We can have 1 sales. Should I go with a corn or crop, or should I go with another inventory? I'm going to go with, let's see, what costs more? 16 and 1. I believe corn will not be that required, but sure, why not? Let's go with it. Connect these all together. Oops. And we have to grow a crop. That's corn. At the end, I'm gonna have to check if I select them all correctly. Corn all around. I'll put them in training because I knew that, you know, raw materials are important for canned corn. As for this little fella, I do know that I want grapes, and I do have a model here for all grapes. I'm actually going to use that. But instead of double sales, I don't know. We have 3 inputs only for grapes. I don't think that's that important to have double sales. Should I go with inventory? Should I go with crops? I'll go with crops. Let's go with grapes. Put it into full training. Chateau du Cavignac. So we'll give that a little bit of time as well. Let them start to produce their products. We can replace our grapes because why not? It's another thing I didn't mention, but I think replacing the grapes will be a long-term benefit. In the short term, it might be actually a detriment because the quality will come out at terrible, like 30, 20 maybe. And currently we are purchasing grapes at a quality of 38. So we're going to lose a little bit of points in that process. So as we progress here, we can let time go by. Obviously, we're going into lesser profits. That's actually quite expected. All these investments, none of that is cheap. But at the same time, as we have a huge cash reserve, we can start to build up our structure in Helsinki. So in terms of attractiveness for the market, let's see, where should we produce our supermarkets? There's some 37, some 39s, we have some 60s. Is that right? Not really available. 39s, 42s, 51. Okay. So this is what Stock Exchange and Information Center have down there, investment bank. So it's not necessarily the financial center, but this will be Cavmart, Helsinki. This is a small city, so I don't think I can fit 3 stores here. I gotta keep that in mind. Yeah, this is the Stock Exchange, if I can spell that right. So let's go ahead and get a little bit of training. Purchasing, sales and sales. Let's put in advertising right now. Let's see, which shall we purchase? So from all cities are Chateau du Cavignac wines from the warehouse and the grape juice. Do you have anything to purchase from here? Current city. You have canned soup, frozen chicken. Has more supply, so frozen beef seems to be excessively demanded, so I'll avoid that. I'll link our media. Apparently, the TV station seems to be a good deal. Connect up to our products. Make sure that the prices are compatible. What are local competitors? 42. We're at 25. We're most likely going to have to approach that cost very, very closely and hope that brand builds up quickly. We're spending 200 in Rio, 185 in Lagos. 100,000 may be the right amount for Helsinki. Seriously. Very luckily. So our cost is 136. Let's bring that down a little bit closer. Hopefully we'll move 1 unit. Oh, yep, there we go. Good. So that's a good sign. Now for these products, I have to be a little bit more competitive. We have a lot of competition here. And we are definitely not very good at it. Let's put a minimum to at least move a little bit of product. Again, chicken. Oops. Dang, that chicken is way down. Okay, we're on par. One more reason why we have to be concerned that we can replace these products here. I don't want to depend on these guys. Let's take a quick look at Lagos. See if the seaports are squeezing us or not. Currently not, but this advantage of 4 cents so low. We've got to replace these products. And there we go. Look at that. Grape juice and wine. The first 6 months of quality technology. That brings us to incredible 16. That means the quality goes up to 27. We're still at 25. Got 2 points out of that. Okay, but we've got another 6 months to go. I'll let that go as these guys advance. Once we hit 1 year, then I'll likely switch these guys to 1 year as well. I wanted to capture that first step of short-term benefits. So going back to Lagos, I saw that those products are selling at a profit. Let's take a look at Rio. We've got detergent. We're doing pretty good. Both products. It's very fine, very, very unexpected. As for our wine, our local competitors have decreased their prices, so I'll have to react to that. Funny, huh? Local competitors giving me a sweat. But I can increase our prices in grape juice. And just make sure that I can't do the same here in Lagos. So grape juice, Okay, we can increase prices in grape juice. And as for wine, ooh, got competition. I don't think they'll invest in the brand of the seaport. So I think I can increase prices a little bit. Hopefully that'll bring us back to the greens one day. But for now, I have a lot of costs to pay. As these R&D centers are working. We've got Helsinki built up. Advertising. And we'll eventually want to dilute these expenses as well. Let's see if we can get a little bit more loan. We cannot. So this is it. This is the limit. Things go RE, we'll have to close some negative businesses. So interest rates are going up. That's not nice. A little bit more time here. Profits are not improving apparently. Very so slightly. Cash is dwindling. Do not have credit limit. So let's take a look. Is there any product that is squeezing us dramatically? So we can increase the prices on chewing gum. Got to be a little bit more micromanaging here. Sorry for that. Now let's take a look at Rio detergents. Oof. Took a hit here in terms of quantity. 64 up to 63. As for wine, increase prices a little bit. Grape juice 52 is 58. Helsinki, how are you doing? Brands are picking up. Yes, they are. Okay, that's good. Still not on par, so gotta keep that rolling. We're back to the greens, very so slightly. Look at these generic products. Competing. Firm is not in the profit zones, but at least these products, they are in the profit zones, even though not even the thousands, $740 of profit. But okay. Guess it's fair. And there we have a lot of technology. Now here we have something to be said. I'm paying for this R&D here. It's very difficult to keep up with. We're producing corn, got grapes. So instead of giving money to the seaport, I can start linking you to our grapes. So lower quality, yes, I understand. But it is at least money to ourselves. That'll keep money into the system. What else can I do? I have manufacturing full speed ahead here, even though it says supply is okay. It does seem so. Maybe I can dial back this train here. Let's take a look at the wines. Seems to be the case as well. I'm actually gonna try to bring up a little bit more profit. Now this guy's a little bit more advanced at level 6 and 7s. So I'm gonna dial back further on that one. As for the farms, they're still on level 1s, producing 20 quality. Oof. 20 quality grapes. That's not exciting at all. Well, we gotta keep on investing in that. As for R&D, okay, we've got these guys leveled up, so I'm gonna terminate you, restart the grape juice at 1 year. Come over here, start the wine R&D for 1 year. Now these products are still very far. We're at 31 going to 49. That's not very exciting. Perhaps I might even invert them, thinking of the short term, because I'm kind of desperate for cash here now. I'll go for 1 year here and 1 year for cola. And hope that these guys slowly add up to the quality of our products. So we are currently producing quality of 28, but grapes are going to decrease the quality over time. It's going to be dicey, but I'm liking this green bar here. Maybe it has to do with my training. This market here in Lagos is fully training, even though I'm at pretty high levels. So it's fair to cut that down in half. Same goes with you. And let's go to Rio, take a look at our stores. Perhaps you have some opportunities here. Not really, but keep an eye on those prices. Just see that? Just try to squeeze me out there. But I got my eyes on them. Quality is still above local competition. Not so much here. It's interesting. Those local competitors are really, really tough. And take a look at this other store. Just look at the training levels. Got a long way to go. And here for as well. Okay, so back to Helsinki. Can I get a loan here? I can't. Still pretty tight. What do we have here? Competition from seaports and their wine. That's not nice. Have to sell it on the limit. Hopefully, how's brand? Is brand building up? 8, okay. 10, okay. So it is building up. That's essential. Give a little bit more time. Make sure these guys aren't squeezing me. Squeezing at any moment. But we are into the profits. Phew, that's a relief. I think that difference of just producing with our own grapes is doing quite the difference. As for corn, I'll remove you from internal sale, try to get someone to buy you. At least in the midterm, I thought I would be able to produce our other products a little bit quicker, but that is clearly not the case. Try to tract. AIs, why not? Interest rates is going up. Not nice. The timing. Quality here is improving. I think competition has repriced themselves. These prices are coming back into sales. That's very good. Ooh, well, competition clearly changed their prices. Got some R&D coming in, so I'm going to lower the speed. Yeah, so what have we here? So wines have increased to 38. That's a relief. I think I'll actually maintain this one more turn with dedicated R&D for 6 cells in wines. And these guys, I think there's nothing much to do. I'm actually going to repeat that cycle. I think our production of the new products is going to take a little longer, so I'm going to increase these guys to make sure that they're a little more efficient. So I'm going to 44 in 1 year. Corn syrup. With 58 in 2 years. I'll do the same with canned corn. Do the same with cola. Got these products all concentrated in the first letters of the alphabet. It's pretty convenient to find things. Now wine, I think I'm actually going to increase. I'm going to go one more round with 1 year. Every single step that we increase the quality of our product, it's very helpful. Quality is going up to 34 already, coming out of the factory. Still selling at, what is coming out at 34 here. The production is at 34 as well. Okay, the warehouse selling at 24. So it takes a while to trickle down. And if you go to the supermarkets, the wine that we're selling is at 24. So it'll take a while, but we will increase this by another 10 points. So that's good because that means more price. So we've taken a hit to our profitability overall, but I think this was an important step in terms of putting our foot into our new businesses, both in terms of the research for the new products and also the farming the corn, but also replacing the grapes. We're currently at level 2 already, so that's level 30. Whew. Thank goodness. We're still selling, well, we're actually selling at 30 already. It's good. Are they coming in at 30? They are coming at 30. That's another step. That's that's part of the reason why we were able to increase our prices over there. And we also opened our first store in Helsinki. It's actually taken a loss. We had to pay for this advertising, but brand is picking up very slowly. Our prices are actually finally meeting competition. That's our grape juice. We're right there already, so we can actually go up with a couple cents. Why not? But I think the next step will naturally be to dilute these advertising costs with another additional store in Helsinki. And I think that is a good start. So before we go, just let's enjoy one of the advertisements for our products, because we have to do it. Why not?
Imagine savoring one of the finest Bordeaux made from the best selection of Nigerian grapes. Available in uniquely valued packaging. This is the Chateau du Cavignac. Why not?
All right. And I'll see you guys